Hello, good morning and welcome to this video. My name is Hannah. It is lovely to be spending this little bit of time with you right at the start of the day. So today we have our full moon. We're here in Ireland. It's a good time to be setting some intention. It's also going to be quite a powerful time for change for you and moving on to the next step. It's going to happen without you really doing anything at the moment because you've already been asking, you've already been, they're saying sentencing, and I'm seeing you, write out what you want. You've literally been writing out what you want and they are going to give it to you. So if you've wished for lots, then here we go is the kind of energy. And I'm seeing a fair, I'm seeing lots of exciting things going on, like a fun fair. But it's kind of an old-fashioned one, with a little bit of a slower pace about it, which is nice. They're saying to me you're going to have to manage everything a little bit sort of intertwined to get through this. And maybe you want to keep everything separate and you want to keep it neat and organised. And they're just saying, there's so much going on, and partly it's because you have asked for so much and it's the right time for a lot of those things to come in because of the Earth's tilt and things like this. They're saying just let them happen. Let these things happen. Let your angels call in everything. And they are saying you are meant to allow this to happen. So being brave in that kind of letting go frequency is going to really serve you, and knowing that you're not letting go in the sense of, I don't care anymore or whatever. It's more like, okay, I'm just gonna let this one ride and very much be on the surfboard riding with it. You are meant to do this. You are not meant to let this pass you by, because it is destiny. It is more than you could possibly think. It's going to take you to new heights. It's going to give you a new sense of freedom, a new sense of self. You do know what I'm talking about. It's the next part of your journey. It needs to happen soon because you are ascending yourself, and they want you to be seen as you're ascending. They do not want you to be hiding away, feeling sorry for yourself that maybe you're not where another queen is, or you're not where another king is, and you're comparing yourself. Please don't do this. You're ascending at the right time. It's for a reason. You need to be ascending alongside other angels, and this is also the case for you. A lot of people around are in some ways doing the same thing, but they're in slightly different areas. So you've got to know that a lot of people are waking up at the moment to what they want, what they feel they need. And it's going to really shake things up. It's going to shake the earth, it's going to shake the temperature. But you need to know that it's all going to settle again. So it is this kind of this up and raising kind of frequency going on. And you need to know that it is taking you to where you need to go. So the main thing is to try not to be afraid of this. Try not to let this knock you, and allow this to make your legs strong. Allow this to make you really strengthen your root and really focus on deepening your practice, deepening your strength, and feeling the wind, in a good way. Let it empower you, let it change you, let it make you strong. Your angels and guides are saying that they're not going to have anyone around who's not good for you. And they're saying mainly because of money. I've just got a feeling that they kind of, it's like you're going, oh, hi everyone, my name's, and they're kind of like taking you away and going, no, like don't say these things to these sort of people, because someone around is a little bit of a taker. They're saying they're very into themselves, and they're not in it for the long run. They're in it for the now, and not in it for the long run. So just be aware of that person or that energy, and know that you don't have to ascend in that presence. You can take your time, do what your guide is telling you to do, and don't get off the ride. Again, don't get off this wave. What I'm seeing is, I am seeing it's quite an unsettling day for you, or time for you. and that you're, again, it's like this. And ultimately all you want is for the ground to go, and then you see like, your flower and your root just growing up. And what I'm seeing is it's, they're saying it's meant to be like this. But this, this energy might go, oh, well, how about you can come and do this and this and this. And they're saying, no, this is way too early to get off the journey. And they're just saying they're not going to let you get off the journey. So they're saying, not sure when, but you're going to have to move on. And I am feeling it. It's a person, it's an energy. It's something that you are meant to avoid yourself. They're saying it's, that energy of giving yourself something for nothing. I'm actually feeling it. It's interesting. This is on the full moon. I'm feeling this as there's a deep insecurity somewhere, that ultimately the place to work on is self-love and self-acceptance. Well, first of all, it's actually self-acceptance. Let's talk about self-love. Really, really complicated in lots of ways, because there's lots of trauma that can affect it. And, so if you've had trauma and then you've learned all of your emotions and processing around that trauma, your perception of love is going to be very different to someone else who's had different experiences. So it is all very flexible and all very, very individual. But you need to accept how magical you are. That's the first thing. Accept that you are very intuitive, very gifted, very strong. And you also need to accept that you are very innocent. And there's this, often with innocence, there's this kind of naive energy. And in lots of ways, it's a real blessing. But you can sometimes not see someone's energy. We always want to see the good in people. We smile, we wave, sometimes you hug someone. But if they haven't got the best intentions, then they're not going to help you. They might help you in some ways, but they're not meant to stay making you feel like you need them. This shouldn't be the case. The people around you, that they want you to feel empowered. So it's just a little warning, I suppose, that if you feel that's really resonating with you, you're feeling, maybe a bit like, oh, maybe I don't accept and love myself, and you can see yourself kind of looking for another person to kind of support that. They're saying to you, you don't need it. You just need to look more at yourself and just accept who you are. You're beautiful. You have your body. You have your mind. You have your freedom to make any choices that you feel you need to make. I mean, this is the gift. And they're saying just be grateful for what you have. And they're saying it can go in swings and roundabouts. Sometimes you can be happy with that. Sometimes you can be like, oh, but I really just want this, or I really just want this. But they're saying to me it's not going to be that easy. And I feel like you really, really know that. It's like, you can have a day where you just want to feel better, and maybe you go and buy yourself an ice cream, or, you go and buy yourself a pair of shoes or something, and it doesn't change anything. It's a nice experience, but it doesn't change anything. They're just saying to you, allow yourself to grow. And I am really just seeing you just go inwards and go, oh, this is who I am, and let it come out. Let this inner warrior express themselves. Let this inner warrior be seen, and let yourself be pulled by your light. If you need to dress differently, if you need to align with your higher self 10 times a day to help this shift to happen, go forward to doing what you feel you have to do, and allow yourself to change. Okay, they are saying that you've got to move forwards, because I'm actually getting another kind of warning message. It's not safe where you are. And they're talking about you're living too much in the future. You're living too much thinking that everything is XYZ, when in the present and they're telling me there's energies around that are not helping you. They're just saying, okay, just be aware that they're there. You need to be doing your grounding, your cleansing, and your protection work every day. and to try and stay on your path. And again, everything in your life, there's something to learn. So if there is a lot of negativity around you, something that you can do is just affirm, you are meant to be around positive people. I am a positive being, and I am surrounded with other positive beings. And just raise your frequency and raise the positivity around you. And this will really, really help the angels to allow things to change. And it's really, really helpful to know that, you know, in lots of ways, if you are going to stay in a negative frequency or stay thinking like this person is this person is that, you keep some of that, you know, negativity attached to you. Whereas if you just go, you know, basically, I bless you and I wish you well, and I send you peace and light, and just intentionally just let go and affirm that it's done and everything is good, then you'll see everything start to change. So there's a big process of you've got to let go. There's a message, energy healers are going to come together very soon. And I'm just being told you're always going to get on with other energy healers. You're a very big healer yourself. And I really feel that if you haven't been thinking about this recently, this is something that's always been there for you. Or maybe recently you've been like, oh my gosh, I really, really can see a future in this. And they're saying it's going to give you what you want. I'm going to show you this card. If you're looking for a relationship, this is going to come in. If you're wanting to improve things, this is going to happen. But you've got to stay positive. You must be on that frequency of, yes, this is going to get better and I know it will. And it's going to be hard, but ultimately you are the driver of your life. You are the leader and they want you to take control. Okay, so we have King of Cups, Seven of Swords, and Ten of Wands. Oh my gosh. Okay. And they're saying, but you have to let him lead sometimes. Again, if you're with your partner, if you want someone to come in, this is also very appropriate for you. If you want someone to come in, but you do not let anyone else kind of take control or lead ever, then you're not going to let them come in. So they're saying, let them come in. Let them show you what to do. As in, you have to allow yourself to be taught. And this is for everyone. You have to allow yourself to be taught. In some situations, you know, if you've been with someone a long time, you don't want to, you know, you think, oh, I know this person, I know this. But the more you can align and allow yourself to see every day as a new day, you know, every day you wake up, you're a new person. Your body's had healing, your mind's had healing, your soul has had healing. Every day is possible for new things. So every day you could learn something new about your partner or about yourself. But that's what they're saying to me, is something new about your partner that you're not noticing. And they're saying he's got to see it for himself as well. And they're asking you to point out the positives. Point out the good things. And let them see for themselves. They're pointing to wood, young trees. I'm just feeling going to be outside a bit more in the summer. That's going to be good. Okay. They're saying to you to trust the path or you'll walk away with nothing. Yeah, and it is a bit serious. But if you don't listen, then the time scale is not going to be on your time scale. If your mind is going, I need to ascend and do this, you know, by Monday, and the angels have been telling you for a long time, or even just a day, you need to slow down, you need to just do this. You're going to, they're saying have everything out of whack, you know? It's like, that's what I'm being shown, like, you know, like a paint page is like, pff, and it is art, but you can't read anything on it. It's just, it's thrown together. And they're saying it's not the right way. Grow it, they're saying, grow it. Grow it and do what you're guided to do. There's an interesting comment about money. They're saying you're going to make money, but not in this. Needs to be another income. I'm really getting the feeling that the plan has slightly changed here, and they're saying you have to trust yourself more. And this feels quite personal, but they're saying if you can work on your trust, then your money will improve. Let's just talk about the heart for a moment. So trust is about your heart. So if you've been hurt in the past, which I'm feeling that you really have, then your heart is either bruised or it's blocked. Maybe you've had some healing, but I'm feeling that you need a lot more. No one on this life, you know, in this life will ever be 100% healed. They'll be wherever they're meant to be, and that's it. There's no judgment, you know, there should not be any jealousy, there should not be any kind of sly remarks, oh, you know, they've had it easy, you know, they met when they were 16 or whatever it is, or, you know, I had this life. These things are all distractions from healing. But all they're saying to me is you've changed the path because you decided you wanted to do it another way, and that's absolutely fine. They are just letting you know that things are a little bit different, but you need to, they're saying stop focusing on the past and keep moving forwards. Okay, your last card is your 10 of Wands, and they're saying basically do what you've got to do and make it work. They're saying the more punctual you are, the better. The more people you are around, the better. But you've got to have more faith in what you're doing. And what I'm seeing here is, you know, this person gathering the wood, you know, is it was going into it and he's finding it really hard. But if he did that with a smile on his face, how different we'd see him. We'd be like, oh wow, you know, he's really enjoying his work and this and that, and yeah. But if he's going, oh my gosh, like this is so hard and this kind of thing, it kind of makes you go, oh, you know, maybe we should give this person space, or like, you know, I mean, maybe someone will come, oh, do you want some help? But they're not meant to have that. They're meant to, in lots of ways, get stronger. They're meant to see that, you know, if they've been given this task, it's because they can do it. And they're just asking you to see that. And I'm actually just going to ask you to close your eyes, if that's okay. And I'm going to bring in front of you a ball of white light. And I'm going to put the ball of white light now around you. And I'd just like you to ask a question in your mind. The first one that comes to you. And the answer is yes. Okay, and you can ask 2 more questions. So the first one, if you can think of that now, anything that comes in. And the answer is no. Thank you. And you can ask for your last question. And the answer is yes. you. And if you can just bring your hands up to your heart space. And I'm going to just fill you up with light for a few moments. Okay, when you're ready, you can just open your eyes. Okay, thank you so much for joining me in this video. I am wishing you a brilliant day, and I'm really looking forward to sharing another video with you another time. So have fun, have a great day, and see you soon. Bye.